They paying for you and your woman's hotel trips, talking about, oh yeah, this is gonna get me close to Pokimane. Nah,
She's just gonna
nah.
use the money that you send her for her own pleasure. So like, don't worry about that.
That's what I'm saying. Don't worry about that, man. Hello, hello. Welcome to Cozy Talk, the world's coziest and most relaxed podcast. Yeah, man. Episode 2, by the way. Episode 1 was really fun. I'm your host, Don, or Don So, as you may know me. And with me, I got my boy.
TKA. That is the name for the stream for the socials. Follow me.
Man, you doing this again. Plug in at
Just
the beginning, bro.
just just
Relax.
just plugging at the beginning, plugging in the middle, plugging at the end.
Relax, bro. Like, give them some breathing space, man. Like,
You need
but
to
yeah.
push it. You need to push it down their throat in the beginning, and then they're gonna understand. And
Whoa,
you can let them
whoa,
go.
whoa,
You pause, but like.
whoa, whoa. Okay, bro. All right. You say so, man. You heard the man. Go follow him on everything. He's on Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, everything. Me too. Done so. Okay. So I'm probably the only one with some topics today.
Like I have one topic, and that is finally like that the PS5s have been like kind of restocked in Ireland,
Oh,
and that's a huge thing for actually everybody that's in Ireland, of course.
yeah.
Um, but it's mostly a huge thing for me since I'm kind of a streamer and I'm trying to upgrade my equipment. And if I can collect one, then I will collect one, but we'll see.
Damn, man. I hope you get that. You're probably gonna have to like camp out for those things.
Definitely, like I'm so afraid of the fact that like, or not even afraid, um, but like in kind of a stressful situation that I'm or too late, or that there
Mm.
are already now people camping outside the store, or that like they only sell bundles. Why would I want the whole bundle if I already have games?
Yeah, nah, that's true, man. I told my little bro I was gonna get him a PlayStation 5 like on his birthday, which was in February. Still
Yeah.
haven't seen any available ones. But to be fair, to be honest, I kind of stopped looking. I should I should look again. But yeah,
Like
that,
if you're not focused on actually getting one, if you're focused on other
mhm,
things, you will miss out anytime they get into stock.
that's
So
true. That's very true, man. But nah, that's lucky for you, man. You were able to get a PlayStation 5.
we'll see,
Well,
we'll see, we'll see. Like, don't jinx it, don't jinx it. We're just
yeah,
gonna like,
yeah,
you
yeah.
know,
That's true. That's true. Are there any games out for the PlayStation 5
definitely
worth playing
there's
right now?
the biggest two games that are
Mm,
out for the PlayStation 5 right now are
mm.
Call of Duty Cold War, and Miles Morales, Spider-Man, and but they
Morales, man.
Morales, my bad.
Hey,
And
love man.
those are two of the like major games that are out at the moment, but they're gonna bring a lot of other games out. They're gonna also bring a lot of games from the PS4 and then make it into a PS5 version, like
Mm,
GTA. That is gonna get like, we actually didn't see it, but I assume that there's gonna be a PS5 version of it. They said that they was gonna release it later in summer.
yeah.
Um, but that are like the most of the games. Like you have Cyberpunk, of course, and what else, like FIFA, but like I don't really play FIFA. Maybe I will get 2K, so we'll see.
Hey man, 2K got our people in the chokehold. Every single year we play that shit again. Bro,
Every single year we play that shit again, and it's every year it's the same. But
it's the same thing.
the difference this year is that they actually didn't just copy paste it from last year, and that they just actually made a new game completely for the PS5.
Hey, the bar is low. Man, you know what I need?
What do you need?
I need Grand Theft Auto 6, man. I'm tired of 5. I need Grand Theft Auto 6.
How are you gonna milk this cow for so long? This cow is literally like down to the bone. Like it's just bone and skin. Dead
That's what
ass,
I'm
there is
saying.
nothing left to like add to that game. They just need to start making or start announcing a release date for GTA 6.
That's a fact, man. Like, so okay, wait. Before I even get into all that, GTA 6, right?
Yeah.
Where would you want it to be? Because like we sort of already had New York with 4, we had Miami with Vice City, and LA with 5 and San Andreas. So like, where would you want Grand Theft Auto 6 to take place here?
I think they should just expand their horizons and look at the rest of the world as well. Maybe maybe even like a South American kind of thing, like a Brazilian kind of setting. That would be
Ooh, that would be
so cool.
nice.
Or like a
That would be
Europe kind of
nice.
thing. No,
Yeah.
no, actually scratch Europe. Do an Asian kind of you
We
know, Watch
they,
Dogs, but then make it into a GTA.
okay, I was gonna say we already have that with the DS game Chinatown, but that's like it takes place in a Chinatown in America, but it's Asian focused. Feel me?
Hmm. Hmm.
So they kind of already did that. You know what I need?
Hmm.
I need Grand Theft Auto in Africa. Give me it
Ooh,
in Nigeria, man.
ooh.
Niger, yeah, man.
You're just walking around, going to a vending machine. Out of the vending machine, you get a plate of jollof rice.
Yes, that's what I need. They understand though. Hey man. And then like the main character is a scammer. And I know it's a stereotype that Nigerians are scammers. I'm Nigerian myself, so trust me, but
Mm.
shit, that would be dope though. Main character is a scammer. The main villain is the police. 'Cause you know how the police be doing over there, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
And
I've
then
heard it.
like yeah, fact. So maybe that's like a scammer. You can be in touch with like the president or the head of the police or some shit like that. Man. I don't know, but I'm just thinking. I feel like doing it in Nigeria, man, that's really where the money is at.
Do you think that it would like violate a lot of like laws that they have by like creating something so intricate about Africa?
Mm, I don't
Like,
know. I feel like
no, 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 go ahead.
uh, I feel like it'd be mad games out there that like portray a not so positive view of countries or nations or continents, and they still come out. So I don't see why like it wouldn't be allowed for Africa.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I
Especially
get you.
since like Africa doesn't really care about censoring. In case you haven't noticed, like Nigeria, they don't give a fuck if you post whatever is happening there. Like at the end of the day, the officials are still gonna run it the way they want to run it. In contrast, for instance, to like China, where like they don't want to let you see what's really happening over there, but they still be doing the shit, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. They have so much like if you really look deeper into like certain countries, you really see like the dark side of the country. But for example, Africa, they only portray the dark side of Africa, and that
That's
is
a
what comes into the
fact.
media instead of
That's a
like
fact.
actually bringing out more of the positive things. They
You'd be
actually
mad.
choose to do the negative, and that is kind of fucked up.
Yeah, it'd be mad good things about Africa, man. Nigeria. I keep talking about Nigeria. That's my country. Niger no de last. So feel me? I
Mm,
can't claim anything other than that. But
exactly.
like, you know what I'm saying? Like they don't talk about the fried rice. They don't talk about the jollof rice. They don't talk about the bad bitches. They, they
Even
be
though, even though lately on like bringing back TikTok, then on
yeah.
TikTok they have had like it was more of a trend, and I don't think it should be a trend, but it was more like there was a shop that was somewhere in America that actually sold like fufu and like the
Mm-hmm.
actual soups that come with the fufu, you know.
Full. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And it's and how it was a trend, and that like people were just kind of like just they just wanted to try it. I guess that it brought a little bit more of a positive light to it, but I think that people also use it for clout.
Yeah, I heard about that way back. I saw mad people like mad Twitter threads about like, oh, these white women going to like food. No, not only white by the way, also like African Americans, but mainly white, like going to like a fufu store, buying fufu just to spit it out. Like there was no reason for them to like go get it and then film themselves spitting it out. You feel me? Like That's just
Yeah,
all OD.
it's like
They,
ridiculous. Why would you actually go to a place to actually try something and then actually disrespect the culture?
I mean, if the food bad, the food bad, but fufu ain't bad. So that's that's how I know they don't got taste. They can't handle all the flavor.
Flavor is too much.
They can't handle all the flavor. That's really the issue, man. Just trust me. You ever had some fufu? That should put you straight to sleep. No
Mm,
good, no bad food, no bad food in the history of food has ever put you to sleep. You know what I'm saying?
that is straight true. Like that is just straight up like.
Yeah, man. Like, nah, I'm telling you, man. For the people who haven't tried fufu, and for the ones who did, they can vouch, right? But people who haven't eaten no fufu before, the kind of sleep you get, that shit's so peaceful, so cozy. You feel like you in heaven. And then you wake up again, you in a good mood. You know what I'm saying? You could be mad. You could have had the worst day ever on some
Yeah.
Joker type stuff. You eat some fufu, you let it sink, you lie in your bed, you sleep, you wake up on the nicest things ever, man. You're like, damn, man, really love my life.
And it's so filling as well. Like there's so much positive things you can actually say about it, and you can eat it with everything, like every kind of soup as well. So,
Yeah, yeah, man. What's your favorite soup?
mm, like I am gonna swing towards Obwezi soup,
For me,
but
it's
but bitter leaf soup is also very nice.
man, I did not jack that. I mean, bitter leaf soup, it be doing this thing. Egusi soup be doing this thing too. But obolo soup, that's where it's at.
Do you like okra soup?
Okra soup is nice too. Okra soup, it tastes nice.
Hmm.
Yeah, man. Nah,
Actually, the thing for me is that I can actually not like I can't with how like slimy. Like I don't want to say that this. Like I don't want to like say the wrong thing, but I don't like how I would like stretches a bit.
how
Like
slimy it is, man.
yeah,
Like, see, I can't speak too much because we do want to make money of these videos, right?
yeah.
But I be eating that slimy. I be eating that slimy soup like it's dinner, breakfast, or lunch, my guy. Nah, man.
But yeah, then coming back to our original subject, that
Mhm.
PS5 is coming, and
Yeah.
that's it. Like for the rest, I'm just looking forward to actually collecting mine because like, oh, what is it? Like I see people around me just collecting theirs, and I'm just here sitting like, yo, but where's mine?
Hey, you can't get inside the club, my guy. I'm gonna get mine eventually. I'm gonna first get my little brother one, so then mine. So I'll probably get mine like next year, but I'll try to get my little bro one this year.
All right,
I
cool,
think
cool.
so. Online relationships. What you know about that?
Um, I like I know the basics. Let me say that.
Uh-huh.
Like,
Okay.
yeah, the basics.
All right. So imagine this, right?
Yeah.
Because you probably think I'm talking. Well, we can talk about that too, because they really come in different versions. Yeah, let's start with that. So, how do you feel about relationships that only remain online? So, no link ups, no nothing.
Um, how I feel about that is just straight up like I think eventually you want to see each other. So if you
Mm,
have like a relationship just straight up online, I think, for example, if it is like it's also the distance. So if you're in like Europe and the other person is in Asia or like Africa or like America, then
mm.
it's hard because you want to see each other but you can't. And then you also have to have the trust in each other that you are both just devoted to each other. um it's also the then wanting to see each other. For example, what if you want to have like some alone time? I don't know, because this is for YouTube, so you want to have some alone time. And
A
but
little quality loving.
exactly. So,
Yeah.
but then you actually can't have that because the other person is all the way across the world. You actually haven't seen each other, and yeah, well,
Mm.
is it just a personality kind of like relationship, or is it actually a physical attraction kind of relationship?
Well, yeah, I mean that depends if they like, exchange pictures. But I imagine at that point you would have to also have seen them a bit. Because like I'm sure that at the end of the day, really the only things keep you there is personality. Because even if you know what they look like, you can't be with them, right?
That's true.
I feel like, at least for me, what would lure me in is definitely seeing if it's a bad bitch. I'm like, oh, hold on, I feel me. Then the personality is good. Then you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, maybe I can see what we can do. I'll stick around a bit longer before letting you go.
I get you, like, but then it's also like, okay, then you're gonna stay, right?
Yeah,
But it's an online relationship, so you can't see
that's
each
a
other.
fact.
So
That's a fact.
she bad, right?
That's a
And then
fact.
what? And then you can only see the pictures. You can like pleasure yourself, and then that's it. Like that's how far it goes. It's literally like COVID. It's like literally like how we are in a pandemic right now,
And this man
and
said,
people can't actually link up together because COVID.
it's literally just social distancing, but long distance. That's crazy. Nah, hey, yeah. So I guess the verdict is no strictly online relationships.
I suppose it's mostly like just keep it. If you can see each other, fine. But
Yeah,
strictly online, you need to be a
yeah.
different breed for that.
Do you consider them real relationships?
Um, I suppose that every kind of relationship, if you consider it a real relationship, then it is. But I wouldn't really see it as a real relationship because it's strictly online. What are you gonna do? Like you can't have all the perks of a real relationship. It's just online.
Yeah. Hey, that's a fact, man. You guys heard it here. TK gave you guys some wisdom. Don't do those strictly online relationships, man. If you can see the shorty, get your money up, fly her out, or fly out to her. If that's not an option, get your money up, focus on yourself, man.
Focus on yourself for real.
Focus on yourself. Okay, then. What about this though? Because I be thinking, like, I don't know if you know him, Flight Reacts.
Yeah,
Yeah, so Flight Reacts has a shorty, right?
yeah,
They were previously engaged. Well, they're apparently not together anymore. But yeah, Flight Reacts had a very public relationship, basically. And a lot of social media influencers have a very public relationship.
yeah.
And how do you feel about public relationships? Like putting your relationship out in the open as a social media influencer, or just even as a person, like just mainly like putting your relationship on the internet and all that shit.
Okay, so something that is something so personal, as in
Mm-hmm.
like a relationship, you would want to keep that between like you and your like significant other. So if you would make it public, you need to really think about all the negative things that could come with that as well. So if you have um, major relationship public, you should also think about the backlash that you could get from everybody online. Um, there was an example that I can give you if you know her, our fabulous Renee,
Uh,
from
seems
YouTube.
familiar.
She's an influencer.
Yeah.
So she had like a relationship with somebody. I only know this straight up because me and my girlfriend watch
Oh,
Tea Time and shit like that's
oh,
all.
wait, I know that. I know that. I actually got my hair done. Like my hair, I had my I let my hair get braided, right? I had a shorty braid my hair, and she was like, "You know what you remind me of?" I was like, "Who?" You remind me of that guy that cheated on Renee. I was like, "Huh?"
Uh, no, hold up. So we're probably talking on two like about two different people. So
Like,
the Renee had like a boyfriend, right? But her
yeah.
boyfriend and her did some like the rumor was there because she gave like a explanation, but she doesn't really need to give an explanation because the relationship is between her and her boy and her significant other, her boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
And but like she gave an explanation about what happened that night, But her relationship got made public because she actually went to a party and people was on social media and they like blah 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 and they like made Snapchats and stuff. That is how their relationship became public. So it wasn't really their choice.
Oh wait, that's a
Um,
different situation. Yeah, never mind.
exactly.
Yeah.
So then eventually they had like they went to a party and they allegedly gave like a girl like the girls their drink so they could like have a threesome with somebody, right?
Ooh.
Then but because they gave her drink and they like keep giving her drink and then they started touching her, that was allegedly what happened.
Mm-hmm.
um they actually she actually got so much backlash and her boyfriend also got so much backlash that they actually broke up because of it. So if you are a public figure, an influencer, and you go public with your relationship, you and your significant other should both be able to handle the backlash that comes with making your relationship public.
Yeah, nah, it makes sense. So what I was thinking of was the that relationship couple of which the guy cheated on her
Mm.
and he got filmed, he got caught. I think you know who I mean. It went viral for a minute. I don't know her name because I don't really watch that. But
Now,
it's
a good example is Quavo and Sweetie.
no, not them, not them. It really was like it was this YouTube couple, very big YouTube couple. Black YouTube couple, by the way,
Mm.
together. And then the guy, he ended up like sleeping around or yeah, sleeping on with like a shorty, and she posted that on her Snapchat. And then like it went viral, and it went viral because people found out like, wait, is that her boyfriend? And so they found out he cheated. And then everybody was like, ah, shit. See, you can trust men. This, I was like, man,
Damn.
that's what I was talking about. You know,
No, I actually haven't heard about that story.
nah. If I find the name, you'll know who. I'll come back to this later. I'll find the name.
Right?
Um, circling back to what you said though, I don't know if you know Pokimane.
Yeah.
Apparently, it was like there was this whole situation going where mad of her fan base was really like going crazy because she might have had a boyfriend, like, and that's like a different aspect to it. Is when like you are shorties to social media influencing all your fans really think they have a chance with your woman,
Mm-hmm.
and then they find out you in the picture. Oh,
Fine. They're gonna start
nah,
sending you death threats and stuff just because you actually love this woman.
that's what I'm saying. Because they trying to be in your position. Niggas be paying for you and your shorties hotel trips. Talking about, oh, this is gonna they paying for you and your woman's hotel trips. Talking about, oh yeah, this is gonna get me close to Pokimane. Nah,
Nah, she's just gonna
nah.
use the money that you send her for her own pleasure. So like, don't worry about that.
That's what I'm saying. Don't worry about that, man. Nah, man. Simps, huh?
Suppose like,
Crazy times.
and they are everywhere lately. Like they like if you go to OnlyFans, they're there and just sending money just for nothing, or just literally just because they like how she looks.
Mm-hmm.
Um, like people that have like their PayPal in their bios,
Mm-hmm.
whatever. Like people will be simping. So we're just gonna step over to our next subject. LeBron James, GOAT,
Yeah.
legend, superhuman. Um, he had an injury, an injury that is actually like crazy because like this guy actually never gets injuries because he is a superhuman. Like old as he is, his ankle. He busted out his ankle and it's probably a season-ending injury.
Yeah, man. That's painful. You ever had I had that happen. Matter of fact. Oh my god. Okay, so let me tell you a story. So this was back when like I was looking for a sport to really go into. That was back before I got into boxing, right? So I what do you call it in English? Athleticism? Basically like
Athletics.
all the yeah, athletics, that's it. I did athletics, and so I won proof I won test lesson. So I go to the test lesson. I clear out everything. I'm doing good. They see mad potential in me. I'm like, that's cool, it's whatever. So the whole session is done. I walk off the podium, right? Because we were on this like Olympic field. So I walk off the podium,
Mm.
and right before the exit, I misstep and misplaced my ankle. That shit
Oh,
just hurt.
damn.
Oh my god, I was crippled, and I still had to bike back home. So I'm biking back home with a crippled ankle. That shit was painful.
That is
And so here's the kicker.
determination. That is
That's what I'm saying.
determination. Like,
Here's the kicker, though, right? Like I have a black mom. Not only do I have a black mom, I have a Nigerian. So
mm,
what does that mean when you have an injury? That means they fill a bucket with um cooking with boiled water, not hot water. They boil water, put it in a bucket, take a towel, put it in the bucket, and they press that boiling hot water towel against your injuries. That shit
oh,
was
I,
tell you
sup-
so, man.
I suppose it does prevent swelling.
Yeah, it do, but man, I was crying my ass off. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. That shit was painful, man. She
Yeah.
saved me. Yes, though. Unfortunate for LeBron, man. I see a lot of people like hate him. Actually celebrated too. They got an injury.
Really? Yeah, but they were
Yeah.
probably just celebrating because like he and Anthony Davis,
Yeah.
his teammate, they're actually like unstoppable practically, and
Yeah.
they won the the playoffs last year, and
Mm.
this year they were like straight up going to win it again, in my opinion, because they're
Yeah.
just such a good team. And then
Yeah.
now that he has an injury, now other teams have the chance to actually get this, get this playoffs, get this championship.
Yeah, it's up for
So
grabs, man.
if it was me that was like rooting for a team and then seeing that LeBron got an injury, I'd be celebrating my ass off.
Dude. Yeah, the game's cold like that. Really just the way it be.
Mm.
Yeah, that like it's crazy though, cause like for an athlete, especially a high level, right? Cause like low level is whatever, but high level athletes, if they get an injury, that might just be the end of their career.
That is true. But think about it. LeBron James already had a career of like what? He is like in the NBA now for like 14 years.
Yeah,
I think. So thinking about that, and then that he has a season-ending injury, maybe a career-ending injury. I don't think so because like Hayward actually broke his whole ankle, and he is still playing. So maybe it isn't. But if he gets on top of his game again, he could actually just keep on playing and maybe even play with his son later on in the NBA.
you think that? I mean, I have no doubt he can bounce back from this injury, but you think he'll be able to like play on peak condition again?
No, I think like slowly he will be able, but like how old LeBron is right now, I
Yeah,
think they're just gonna like after this season, I think they're gonna trade him to another team that wants him, or just be like maybe you want to start coaching, have another job in like the NBA still, but not on the field because he is already old. Why would you invest in a player that is already out of age range that is actually for normal people old?
yeah, that's true, man. I mean, I guess it's because it's LeBron, but yeah, with his injury, his value. I mean, yeah, yeah, his value as a player went down, but his name is still big. It's like a bit of both. I think that the weaker teams would definitely still want LeBron, even with his injury or with him like healing from his injury and being a slightly worse than what he used to be. I definitely think like the lower tier teams would still try and snatch him. But
Yeah,
when it comes to like the big names, yeah, I feel like those teams might not really want to go for LeBron no more. I mean, to be honest, like at the end of the day, it's LeBron. LeBron picks who he wants to go to, man. Teams don't pick him; he picks what team he
that
wants to
as
go
he
to.
didn't he pick LA and he just dipped and went.
That's what
So,
I mean. Like,
but think about
like
it,
let's keep it a buck.
like other teams, right? For example, the Charlotte Hornets, they
Yeah.
have Lamelo Ball. So
Mm-hmm.
I think it's Lamelo and you have Lonzo, and then like the other
Mm-hmm.
brother that actually is like not in the NBA, so he's kind of like, forget about that. So like LaMelo actually had a season-ending injury because he has a fracture in his wrist. But because he's such a young player and this is actually his rookie year, they're probably gonna take him back or they're gonna trade him to another team. But for his performance that he had right now, it's actually good enough to get him back next year. Same for LeBron. He's such a big franchise player that he will probably be back next year.
Yeah, yeah, I wouldn't doubt him being back in next year. Like LeBron stops when LeBron wants to stop. Ain't nothing else stopping him really.
Okay, another thing, right? Do you
Yeah.
think that when LeBron leaves the NBA, that he will have a big celebration like Kobe had, or that like he will obviously still be remembered for years upon years, just like just like Michael Jordan and
Mm,
Kobe. But do you think
mm.
that he will have the same kind of celebration going like Kobe had or Michael Jordan had?
Definitely, man. Like LeBron James is definitely up there with those legends. It's a shame, RP Kobe, RP Mamba.
Hmm.
But um I definitely think that LeBron James has, if not the same amount of influence, definitely amount of like influence in that range. Anybody who knows basketball knows LeBron. Anybody who doesn't know basketball knows LeBron. Anybody who doesn't watch sports knows LeBron. Even though if they don't know what he's doing, they know him because he's just that big. Same with Kobe, same with Michael Jordan.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I feel like he already solidified himself in that tier of athletes and like role models. That when he says, "Yo, I'm quitting the NBA," that shit's gonna make international news, like global news. Like, hey,
It's
he
gonna be
doesn't do
everywhere. It's gonna be number one trending on Twitter, definitely, like
definitely,
worldwide.
definitely, man. On Twitter, on IG, probably even Facebook,
Okay,
YouTube, you see
so
mad, yeah.
something that I'm gonna sneak in there, right?
Mhm.
What kind of status does Steph Curry have right now? Do you think he's up there with LeBron, Michael Jordan, and Kobe? Or do you think he's
Nah,
just still like tier two compared to tier one where they are?
yeah, nah. He's not up there with LeBron, Michael Jordan, and Kobe, but he's definitely like the tier below that. So with the Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, Giannis is moving towards that. He's not. I mean, you could argue that Giannis is there, but it's because he's like still so fresh to the game that you could also say like, he's moving towards that. Depending on what you want to argue for, you can make an
Yes,
argument he's there is that not. But yeah,
true.
just like um Damian Lillard, those names, those like names that really classified and solidified themselves as like big name artists, big name athletes in the NBA. I think
Hmm.
he's a part of that league, just slightly below, well, just below the MJ, LeBron, and Kobe league. Feel
Okay,
me?
okay. All
Yeah,
right.
man.
Then there we go.
Yeah, right.